Hi everyone, back with another video. This is week 11 of the 52-week project. I'm going to try and make this a quick one today. I'm a little pressed for time. Doesn't seem to be too much editing for this image as well. So, I'll explain what it is first. This is actually like a decorative wall plate. It's made of all copper. It's hanging on the wall in one of the other rooms. Everything seems to be etched out of it. I think that's how it was created. I'm not 100% sure, but it's about a 14-inch plate, like I said, and it's got a bunch of different designs on it. Here's another little picture of it, and this is a little more towards the center, and then here's like the centerpiece. But I kind of like this one here, so I'm going to get into it and let's start the edit. I'm going to double click on it and open it up in Camera Raw. And like I said, it's not going to be too much work to do in here. I'm going to start off by giving it a little bit more contrast. I'm going to raise that up pretty high. Around there looks good. And it seems to be a bit bright. Try and take some of these highlights down in here a little bit. It's not going to have a dramatic effect on it, but just to bring it down just a little bit. And I'm going to increase the clarity. There's a little tongue twister there. Bring that up pretty high. See, right around there looks good. And a little before and after. You see, it gave it a little bit of a punch. It's got a little more depth to it. And trying to be a little more consistent with this. And I'm always opening up as a smart object here. If you hold the shift key, it changes this to open as a smart object. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little link here. And in the bottom it says open in Photoshop as smart object. I'm going to click that box. So now every time I open it, any image from Camera Raw, it will open it as a smart object. And if you don't want to open it as a smart object, if you have that clicked, holding the shift key will switch it back, and it basically toggles it in reverse, so you can open it as just a regular image. But I'm just going to open it as a smart object just to get myself into the habit of it. It's always best to work non-destructively. So I'm going to bring it into Photoshop. Okay, I haven't had too much to do with this image, so I figured let's bring this in. Use the action sets here. Michael Andrews Lollipops, which I absolutely love. I mean, there's a bunch of them in here, all different types. Basically, what they do is they target individual colors, and they put them onto their own layers, which gives you the freedom to, manipulate the color in any fashion you'd like. But what I'm going to use is the darker ones, because I want to actually, punch this up a little bit, give it a little more texture to it. So, unfortunately, they don't work on a smart object, so I know I changed it to a smart object, but like I said, I just want to get into the habit of that. So in order to use these actions on it, I'm going to have to convert this smart object and rasterize it so it's a regular layer. But in order not to destroy our editability, I'm just going to duplicate the layer. But in order to break the link from it, you have to hit New Smart Object via Copy, which breaks the link between the two. And now I'm going to right click on it again and go to Rasterize Layer, which will flatten the layer and remove the smart object. Remove the layer from being a smart object, I'm sorry. Now what I'm going to do is select Black Licorice. If I'm saying that correctly, black licorice, however you'd say it, That's what I'm going to click. And making sure that this layer is selected, the rasterized layer is selected, I'm just going to hit play. And you can see immediately it kind of darkened it a bit. Took some of the color out of it, but I like the way that looks. But I think it needs a little bit more of a punch. So I'm going to select this layer once again, and then I'm going to go to salt and pepper, which makes the layer black and white. So I'm going to click play, and then, as you see, it goes to black and white. And then I'm going to change the blending mode from normal to luminosity. So all it affects is the luminance values of the layer. And you can see what that does. It just gives it a little punch to it, a little more brightness. You can see in these areas over in here. Wrong one. Right in there. And now I'm going to create a the curves adjustment layer here. I'm going to set this also to luminosity. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a punch here. Just going to brighten it up a bit. A little S-curve. I think that gives it a little bit more punch. And as you see, it kind of faded it a little bit, so I'm trying to bring some of this coppery look back to it. I'm just going to add a hue saturation, no, actually a vibrance adjustment layer. And I'll change it to saturation. And then I'm going to move the vibrance up. And it's pretty subtle. And just a little bit to bring some of that coppery look back to it. And that's it. That's pretty much it. I'm going to go to full screen here. Don't know why that did that. Hello. There we go. Having a little trouble there. And that's the final image.